handful of coriander. Smells delicious. And some pepper. So we just put a tiny bit of pepper. Cumin. We put 2 sprinkles of cumin. This is 3 pieces of garlic, and I've chopped them. You can use olive oil, but I'm using coconut oil because I think it's really healthy to cook with coconut oil rather than olive oil. We call it haldi, but it's turmeric. This is actually homemade turmeric, but you can obviously buy this in a shop. And maybe 1 spoonful. We've just got some honey, tahini, which is delicious, and 1 spoonful. Some almonds, I would say around a handful and a half. And then we have 3 cans of chickpeas. You can use 3 to 4 cans of chickpeas. That's equivalent to around 600 to 800 grams. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix. You can use a blender, a Vitamix, or a food processor of any kind. And you add your handful of coriander into the mixture. Add a tiny bit of pepper, sprinkle in some cumin. I love cumin, so I'm going to add about 4 of those. 2 to 3 pieces of garlic, depending on how much of a fan you are of garlic. I do love garlic. Actually, so you don't have to, but you can add some starch or flour into it, which I didn't tell you at the beginning, but this is like just an additional thing if you want to add it in. I would do to keep the mixture together. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of coconut and maybe another one. So 2. I'm feeling generous today. I'm going to put some almonds, which are around 70 grams, and you can use any other kind of nuts. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of turmeric, which I think is absolutely delicious. Some honey, which honey is really like 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. Just squirt it in, just to keep the mixture together. Tahini, a spoonful. So you mix it all together, and a pinch of salt, and I'm going to blend this together, and then separately I'll put the chickpeas in. So let's mix it in. I'm just putting my blender on a pulse just to chop the ingredients first. I think it needs to be chopped first. And then, okay, and now I'm going to just mix it in a little bit so that it chops nicely. Okay, and now I'm going to add my chickpeas in. Just move it in a little bit. Delicious chickpeas. Chickpeas are good for all kinds of things. I mean, you can make hummus with chickpeas, and it's nice and organic. This mixture is looking yummy. Throw a few chickpeas around if you want for fun. This is good for summertime parties or just a healthy alternative to meat. So let's just turn it on. Now we want to blend it, but we don't want it to be like hummus, so we want it to be a slightly different texture to hummus, but we will want to blend. So we want to be able to roll it into balls. So we can add now some starch. mixture. Just some starch or some flour. Can get a little bit messy, but sometimes it's good to have a little bit of mess in the kitchen when you're having fun. And what we want to do is mix our balls, mix them into balls, and just sprinkle a little bit of starch on them. Oh, it feels nice, texture is really nice. Smells delicious. And I think that this is a nice healthy alternative to having burgers in the sun, when you can have some nice falafel homemade. And you can always sprinkle some other extra bits, so you can use flour. I'm using starch at the moment. Let's make another one and we'll pop it in the oven for around 20 minutes on gas mark 180. So it doesn't need frying, which is good. And there we go. Salad leaves, strawberries, avocado, and some tomatoes to go with it. There you go. Falafel and your strawberry salad.